Children, in this video, we will talk about the zeros of a polynomial. Zeros of a polynomial. This topic we have studied in class 9th also. In class 9th, you studied to find the zero of a polynomial. Say px is equal to ax plus b. The standard form of a linear polynomial in which the degree is 1 is given by px is equal to ax plus b. Now, anytime we are given a polynomial, then it will be representing the leading variable in that polynomial. Here, ax plus b has the variable x, so polynomial is represented by x. If the leading variable is y, it will be given by y. So here we have a polynomial px is equal to ax plus b, and as the degree of polynomial is 1, so it is a linear polynomial. Now, in class 9th, we studied that to find the zero of the polynomial, let px is equal to 0. That implies ax plus b is equal to 0. That gives you ax is equal to minus b, and that implies x is equal to minus b upon a. So x is equal to minus b upon a is the zero of the polynomial. Now, what is the meaning of zero of a polynomial? The zero of the polynomial is the value of the variable which satisfies the given polynomial. Satisfies means if you replace the variable by the value obtained, then the resulting value becomes 0. That means if x is equal to minus b upon a is the zero of the polynomial, then on replacing x in the given polynomial, p replacing x with minus b upon a, so a into minus b upon a plus b, here a can cancel, so p minus b upon a is equal to minus b plus b, which is equal to 0. That means x is equal to minus b upon a is the zero of the polynomial, because when it is replaced in the given polynomial, it results in 0. So x is equal to minus b upon a satisfies the value of x for the given polynomial. This we studied in class 9. Now, in this class, we will talk about the graphical presentation of the zero of a polynomial. So, before we start that, we should know that the graphical presentation for the zeros of polynomial is different for the degrees of the polynomial. That means if we are given a linear polynomial px is equal to ax plus b, which is linear polynomial, then it has only one zero. As we have seen, it has only one zero. If we have any quadratic polynomial whose standard form is ax square plus bx plus c, so you can see as the degree is 2, so it is called quadratic polynomial, and since the degree is 2, so it has two zeros. Now, if we are given a cubic polynomial whose standard form is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, which is a cubic polynomial. That means because of degree 3, it has 3 zeros. That means the number of zeros for a given polynomial depends upon the degree of the polynomial. Degree of polynomial means the highest power of the leading variable. Okay. Now let us see the graphical presentation of the zeros of a polynomial. Graphical presentation means we will represent the zeros of a polynomial on the graph. Now since we are talking about the polynomial for the leading variable x, that means we will see the zeros on x-axis for the given polynomial. Suppose this is a Cartesian plane, a graphical plane where x and y-axis are there with the point of intersection as origin. So if we are talking about a linear polynomial which is px is equal to ax plus b, then as it is clear from the word itself that it is a linear polynomial, so the graphical presentation of this linear polynomial will be a straight line. That straight line can be any way. It can be like this, it can be like this, it can be like this. Important thing is that if the polynomial px is equal to ax plus b, which is a linear polynomial and it has only one zero, so there will be only one point of intersection on x-axis. So this value is the zero of the polynomial. That means for a linear polynomial, there is only one point of intersection on the x-axis. Children, let me remind you that the number of zeros that we find by graph is the point of intersection on the x-axis where the presentation of those values for the given polynomial gives you on the x-axis. Now as we have the polynomial is linear, so we have only one zero, so we have only one point of intersection. Okay. Suppose we have a polynomial which is quadratic, which is of the standard form px is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. Then the graphical representation of a quadratic polynomial is a parabola. A parabola is shaped like this or like this. Okay. So for this polynomial ax square plus bx plus c, as we have the degree is 2, so it has two zeros. That means when you will plot the various values for this polynomial, then on plotting you will find the graphical presentation of this polynomial ax square plus bx plus c. You can see here this parabola, this curve is intersecting the x-axis at 2 points, here and here. And these 2 points are the zeros of the polynomial. In the linear polynomial we had 1 0. In quadratic polynomial we have 2 zeros. Now since these two zeros, these 2 points are far away from each other on the x-axis, so they represent different values. Let it be a and a dash. So a and a dash are the zeros of the quadratic polynomial here, Now since these values a and a dash are different and far away from each other on the x-axis, so a and a dash are called distinct zeros. Okay, let me give you another presentation of the quadratic polynomial. For the same quadratic polynomial, px is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. This polynomial can have the graphical representation like this also. And you can see here one more time, the curve is intersecting the x-axis at 2 points. So here also a and a dash are the two distinct zeros of the given quadratic polynomial. Okay, that means the shape of the curve obtained on x-axis on the graph can be a parabola. It will be a parabola, but it can be like this or it can be like this. Okay, now let us see one more presentation for the quadratic polynomial. So px is equal to ax square plus bx plus c, which is our quadratic polynomial for the variable x. Suppose on plotting the values on the Cartesian plane, the graph obtained is something like this. Now since it is a curve, it's a parabola. The parabola means it is the presentation for a quadratic polynomial, and as the degree is 2, so we should have two zeros. But just like here and the previous one, we have seen that we have two distinct zeros, but here in this case we have only one point where it is touching the x-axis. Okay, so it doesn't mean that it has only one zero. One zero is there only for the linear polynomial, but as the polynomial we are given is quadratic, so it has two zeros. Now here, this point where the parabola is touching the x-axis, here it represents two zeros where the 2 points a and a dash coincide. Okay, that means we have this time not distinct zeros, we have here two equal zeros. Okay, so wherever we have a parabola touching the x-axis, so at the point of touch, at the point of contact, it represents the two equal zeros. Okay, so here a and a dash coincides for equal values. Okay, so we can have three types of graphical presentation for the quadratic polynomial. First one we had this, in which parabola is opening upward. Second one we have this, in which parabola is opening downward. But in both the cases we saw the two distinct zeros. Distinct means different zeros. And in the third one, where the parabola, whether it is opening upward or opening downward, if it is touching the x-axis at only one point, so this is the point where a and a dash both coincides to give the equal zeros, equal values. That means in such conditions we have two equal zeros that we count as 1. Okay. Now let us see the graphical presentation for cubic polynomial. The cubic polynomial is not in our syllabus. That means to find the zeros for cubic polynomial will not be done as it is not in syllabus, but the graphical presentation for the cubic polynomial we have. So if we have a cubic polynomial, the standard form of cubic polynomial is px is equal to ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. So the graphical presentation for this cubic polynomial, you can see here as the degree is 3, that means it has 3 zeros. That means when you will plot the graph for various values, then the presentation for the cubic polynomial will be something like this. It can be either like this. You can see here as the degree is 3, so we have this time 3 points of intersection, and all these 3 points, as they are far away from each other, so we have 3 distinct zeros of the cubic polynomial. In another case, it can be something like this also. If px is equal to ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, then the graphical presentation for the cubic polynomial of 3 zeros can be something like this also. It has also 3 zeros as we have 3 points of intersection on x axis. Okay, let us see one more presentation for this cubic polynomial. For the same cubic polynomial, ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Suppose this time we have a situation for the zeros of cubic polynomial is something like this. So you can see here, as we have seen in the previous zeros, whenever we have a curve that is touching x-axis at only one point, so that point is the point where two equal zeros are coinciding. That means here also we have 3 zeros, but the 2 points are here, 2 zeros are here, and 1 zero is here. So in this case, we have 2 equal zeros here and 1 distinct zero is here. So for this polynomial ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, we have 3 zeros, but in this case we have 2 equal zeros and 1 distinct zeros, as this curve is touching the x-axis here and intersecting here. Okay, so these are the 3 possible graphs for the cubic polynomial. Now children, till now we have seen that the number of zeros for a graphical presentation are noticed at the point of intersection of x-axis. Please keep one thing in mind, that if we are given any Cartesian plane and for any polynomial of the variable x, if we are given any graph like this or this or this or something like this, all these are not the possible cases for graphical representation of zeros of polynomial. As you can see, none of these is intersecting the x-axis. That means these kind of presentation cannot be the graphical presentation for the zeros of the polynomial. The zeros of the polynomial are the values of x which we found on the point of intersection on the x-axis.